Let's talk Yamaha R1. Should it be part of the garage? Maybe. Let's talk about it.
Also, the bike begs to be ridden really hard, right? R1 and R6 are so normal, you know? 143, and it wasn't redlining yet. I want to know, should I get that Yamaha R1 or something else you think that might be really dope? If you're not riding it in that manner, you're kind of not getting your money's worth. Yes, sir. What's good? Mike is in the building. Welcome to another video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Our overall goal is 30 thumbs up. Help us get to that goal, ladies and gentlemen. And hit that notification bell so you know when we upload. That way you are in the mix and we can mob up in the comment section for the first hour. Keep the visor down. This hurts my ears really bad pulling up. Got a little bit of traffic up ahead, guys. What I wanted to talk about is the Yamaha R1 or Yamaha R1M. Should this bike be in my possession? Should this bike be in my garage? And I'm a big fan of super bikes. I'm also a big fan of let's get some speed in first, we'll talk. Somebody crashed. Badly too. No. Alright, so here's how I'm gonna do it. My last vlog was very difficult to hear on the sport bike. For some reason it's just like that, so I'm gonna have some speeding sections where we get to enjoy the Aprilia, and then I'm also gonna have some section where I'm just explaining what's going on. So this is the bridge. Love the bridge. So let's get in a little work on here, right? Let's get in the power band. Yes, sir. So this is what I'm excited about getting a super bike. Well, I guess you could say this is a super bike too, but this is more of a mid-tier. I'd say more of a Yamaha R7 or something to that nature. But she sounds good though, boy. She sounds good. She does the work. down a little bit so we can talk, and then we'll pick up pace as we usually do. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Love this motorcycle so much, and I enjoy so much of it, man. It'll wheelie as well, no problem. Yeah. So good. I've been eyeing a Yamaha R1 for a hot minute, and I really love the crossplane crank, and I think right now that's pretty much it on this motorcycle. I would say that justify buying that motorcycle, but as of the moment, I think for me, the Yamaha R1 is the crossplane crank. That's the main thing for me, the crossplane engine. It sounds amazing, sounds incredible, and the value that you're getting on that bike for the price is pretty cool, right? In the same space, you can also get yourself a Aprilia RSV4 1100, which will sound probably better. Sounds better than pretty much the R1, R1M, and I would even say Ducati, because even though I'm a Ducati guy, I can be honest and say that bike sounds better. Video with this bike, because when you own it, you just own it, and you're just kind of like going in all the time and not even really thinking of anything else, man. I love this bike, and I really can't wait to just ride it on the track. By the way. Oh, man. Alright, let me just tone it down for a little bit, because it's so challenging to kind of do the video and enjoy the bike. The question I have for you guys as, should I buy a Yamaha R1 and throw it in the garage? That bike seems extremely popular. Everybody loves it. Everyone loves the sound of it. And it's an extremely fast bike. And on the cheap side, I would say. Definitely on the cheaper side of things. Is super special because I've seen so many of them around, so many really young kids that buys those bikes, and I think the bike has lost a little bit of its prestige. I'm not talking in terms of performance, of how it looks, you know, feels like any Joe Schmo can kind of buy the bike. That's the thing for me. And I think, you know, where I'm currently at, I definitely look for a little bit of exclusivity, something that's a little bit unique. He didn't pull up. Whew. Oh man, that was one of the older Yamaha R1s. I had to kind of put in a little bit of work here to try to catch up to him. Whew. All these boys. Alright, so we'll kind of chat up a little bit about the Aprilia and as to why I bought myself this motorcycle instead of a Yamaha. So what tends to happen often is that people, once they get into like a brand, like for example Yamaha, Ducati, Aprilia, whatever, even if they were to start with like a R3 or FZ07, you know, once you're in the brand kind of thing, what tends to happen most of the time, you tend to, you know, go back into the brand. Oh, somebody else is up there pulling up too, and you kind of stick with the brand. For me, am I a brand loyalist? It's kind of hard to say, really. You know, when you'll see me be like an official brand loyalist is when somebody cuts me a check and then say, hey, we like what you're doing, we're gonna work with one another. But for now, personally, I do love Ducati very much. But that's the whole chat here, is do I get myself a Yamaha R1 or not? Comment in the comment section down below, let me know. Those bikes are really dope. They're not as expensive, they're pretty cost effective. You're getting a huge bang for your buck because you get to, that's a car. Oh no, that's him. That's the same guy on the Yamaha R1. No, he's probably just circling it around. And it's kind of like a little bit of a give and take, right? The issue that I have, you have very little exclusivity when you come to the Yamaha R1 or R1M, even if you were to go with the M package, right? You're still gonna get the same power. You get more carbon fiber. You get, is it forged wheels? I'm not sure actually. That's how much I know about the Yamaha R1. Not that I don't like the bikes. It's just like, for example, in my area, you see a lot of like young kids. You see like 18-year-olds. You see like people that are fairly new to like motorcycling, or you don't need to have, you know, a big bulk of money in order for you to get that bike, right? We're talking about, you can get a used one like $14,000-$15,000. It's not a huge amount of money. But when we're talking about in terms of the Aprilia RSV4s, Panigales, we're talking about some of the heavy hitters, you need like some bankroll for you to kind of pull up with a bike like that. And I think there's a little bit of prestige that come with it. For me as an adult, I guess, I look for a little bit of exclusivity, at least for now. And where does it go? I'm not sure really. But I've always wanted sport bikes, right? The thing for me, the way I justify like spending this kind of money, and again, I have to mention this, shout out to motivationusa.com. A lot of the stuff that you're seeing that's happening in my channel in terms of bikes, in terms of very expensive mods, for example, my Rizoma Stealth to like $500. We're talking about gas cap, everything. These things is a ton amount of money, and these guys are able to kind of help support the channel and really be a true sponsor and let me do what I love and let me be as creative as possible. So definitely shop in the link in the description. Let me actually show you guys what's happening here in terms of modifications, right? We're looking at Rizoma Stealth mirrors. We're looking at performance technology levers, frame axle sliders. Again, the exhaust that you guys love hearing, what you're hearing, that sounds so good. This is the SE Project S1 full titanium exhaust system, frame sliders, axle sliders, Evotech tail tidy, just a ton of stuff. Radiator and oil cooler guards on there. We have a Sprint P08 filter on the bike. But yeah, that's where this stuff comes from.